very direct process. Like, the more that you put into it, the more you get out of it, obviously. So the harder you work, then it pays off.
To come out and be out here with the silence, the birds, the koalas, it's just magic. It's beautiful.
Flowers bring a lot of joy to people, I think, and you can do things good or you can do things bad, but when you're doing good, I think it's very rewarding.
So the farm, it's actually a 35-acre property. I managed this place with my father when it was passion fruit. Then we got wiped out with hail, and I went off and did my nursery thing. When Karen and I met, we were both working overseas, and when we met, we came back here. We decided that we'd start this up.
And we went into it because Andrew's background's in horticulture, but we wanted something we could do together.
So it's a lifestyle thing.
It is.
We started on this farm here in 1990. Jatinder entered from when he was a 10-year-old. Jatinder and his other younger brother, Lark, he's flat out working there. So Mum and myself and two of them, we were the workers, we were the team. They used to come home from school and they will work till 7 o'clock with us, and then we'll go home, feed them, do the homework, and then they will come to farm in the morning, 5 o'clock with us, and they will work before they go to school.
Well, this was originally my grandfather's farm, who had been here at least 40, 50 years earlier than when I started. And after finishing university, my wife and I asked him if we could start growing flowers here, basically. So he gratefully let us have a couple of acres down the back here to do our own little thing. We started off outdoors. We had virtually no money and no anything, so we started off with just a bare piece of ground and old Fordson major tractor, and that's about it.
I think people think when you are a flower farmer, you're prancing through the fields, hippie 1960s style, you know, but it is hard work. It's 7 days a week, sunrise to sunset. It's hard work, but it's very rewarding. Yeah. I mean, you put a lot in and you grow beautiful flowers and you get lovely comments about them. When the imported products, roses, initially hit the market floor, I think consumers went crazy for them. They were these big, beautiful heads. But then now there's a trend and people are realising that the imported roses aren't lasting as long. There's a trend to support Australian farmers, to support Australian products.
Feedback from our florists as far as being local is that it's fresh. We pick it to order. So they order on, say, a Monday, and we'll pick it Monday or Tuesday, and I'll have it Tuesday afternoon at the latest. If it's going further afield, so it's going down to Gold Coast or to Sydney, it's only 12 hours after it's been picked that they've got it in their florist.
Locally grown, if you get it to the customer quite quickly, I think, you know, if it's imported, it's maybe up to a week old before they get it, and I think our product's maximum 2 to 3 days before they get it, and most of the time it's the next day before they get it. So there's always that advantage of vase life, and if you ask the customer, vase life's nearly the most important thing. If they pick a bunch of flowers and it lasts, I think they'll go back and buy another bunch of flowers.
Slowly people are getting educated over, like, getting quality rather than price. Instead of buying cheaper roses that don't last very long, they're learning that if they buy local roses, pay a little bit more
for good quality,
they'll last twice as long.
Yeah, the people who, you know, appreciate the local product and give them the satisfaction they're supporting the local growers and local product. There are a lot of people.
Yeah, they're buying Australian made, Australian owned, produced here.
I think that if people continue to go for cheap over quality and local, for some people that will be a struggle.
Constantly looking at new flowers just in case things change and we have to change the market, but I think there's still a bright future for growing flowers. Like I say, it might change what species we grow or variety we grow, but I think there's still a market there.
This is its 40th year, so we want to see that continue to 80th years and maybe pass it on to our kids and Josh's kids and their kids.
As far as the industry goes, I think that there's a good future for the industry. It's a changing industry, and I think people that stay with the changes, trends change. You can't just say, well, you know, roses were popular 100 years ago, so we're going to continue growing red roses. You've got to go with whatever the trend is and keep your finger on the pulse.